Good evening, Air Gunners, and hopefully you're having a good Friday afternoon. This is Air Gunner's Edge here. I was lucky enough to receive some presents from the UPS today and Postal Service, which I do thank their efforts in dealing with this crap, and glad they're still delivering. Anyways, got my Airmax 22, and I got the 580cc carbon tank from Talon Tunes. Thing is beautiful. Size wise, it's perfect. What I did decide to do, I put it on, made sure everything fit, threads, clearances on the gun. So I already went over that, but I wanted to do a weigh test and compare the stock to the carbon fiber, and just to show you a difference in weight. But it looks great on there. Much lighter than the original with the extra capacity, so I'm loving that. Okay, so I'm just going to go over this and we'll get a close-up. A few of the things I have done, I don't think I videoed yet. This cheek riser is nice and all. I just could not stand the plastic. So I have some carbon fiber wrap here, and I decided to do the cheek rest, and I think it looks pretty good. I really hate plastic, so I thought this was a necessity for myself. So it looks pretty good on there. It's not too silvery. Sorry, my light is on, so it is reflecting. But made it look professional. I took my time, cut all the edges, and then folded them all under, so it looks really sharp. It looks like a professional did it. No hack job. So that came out really nice and just adds a little difference to it. Of course, my Donnie FL and some of the Talon Tunes stickers. Okay, so getting down to the nitty gritty. Here's the original fitting that came off the tank. I'm going to clean that up, of course, threads. But the thread size is M18-1.5 for the threads, and that goes into the top of the tank for both. This can be used with Air Force, Daystate, FX. Oh, sorry. The tank can be used with Air Force, Daystate, and FX. And the Dreamline, you just do have to get the... it won't work with mine. Obviously, I have the Classic, but it will work if you get the drop lock for it. If you have the light or whatever other ones. So 580cc, I think it's definitely worth it if it works out for you. But this is, I believe, a 3500 fill. So it's not a big deal for me because I didn't use the valve, the regulator like I was going to. So that doesn't bother me. But it will give me a little extra. So, see. And this is, I will have to have this checked in 5 years, but that'll be 5 years from now. So nice quality. It's what I was looking for, nothing shiny. To be honest, you could get one off of Ally. I think I said that properly. But this is my life. So I want to make sure I have a certified bottle or tank. So that's why I chose to put the extra money into this. Going to go with safety first. And I know other people who have used it and whatnot, and that's great. My personal preference. So I'm not going to do too much hacky stuff on my YouTube channel. It costs more money, but hey, at least I'm doing it right. Okay, so anyways, let's do this here. And hopefully my scale, I just had it working. Okay, there we go. So I believe this is 1 pound 3 ounces or grams. So this is the stock bottle, all aluminum. And we will do the Talon Tunes. Oh, look at that. Nice. 1 pound. So even with the extra length on this gun, it's actually saving weight. So that's even a plus. This scale only goes up to 10 pounds, and yes, this gun is more than 10 pounds. Sure, I could shed some weight, shorter, lighter scope, but as you see, it's set up for bench, and if I have to carry it and shoot with it, that's not a big deal for me. So I'm gonna go screw all this back in, and I'll get the tank on here for you so you can see what it looks like. Oh, and by the way, with the 580 tank in the 90 here, I will have a 670cc air reserve. So that's monster air, and this is only 22. So my shot count is, I'm not even going to guess on the shot count because it's going to depend on the tune. But if I really wanted to tune this down, that's serious shooting. That's quite a bit of lead I'll be able to put out. Okay, anyways, I did clean this off before. That's just a little never sees on the threads. I did check the bottle and blew it out with my air compressor before I put this on. So it's new, and it came with a cap, but always check it. Check the threads. The threads were good on here. No bad machining. Just want to go over it. This, like I said, this is a high pressure, so it may be high quality, but you just have to check for yourself. Safest bet. Oh, I'm gonna give it a good snug. There is an O-ring here also. And I chose this gun for this platform intentionally, so this is honestly one of my only, really, I could call builds that I chose a platform, and I knew what I was going to use it for, and I upgraded and put on when I saw fit and when I had the money. Okay. And I'm going to leave it like this for right now, just so you can see. But unfortunately, when I tighten it, the writing is actually shown on the tank. I might be able to shim it, but I really don't care if the label is sticking out or not. But just for aesthetic purposes, I'm going to leave it like that. But you got to admit, this gun looks really good with a bottle. So I can't wait to get some lead time in here. Weather's not supposed to be that good, but this gun is absolutely amazing. It's just coming out just the way I wanted it. And what I'll jump on next is, this is for my FX. This is for the tube gauge. And this is the FX dual hole transfer port. So I'll be putting that on my Dreamline. So I'm going to mess around with the two guns I got, but I'm really all over this Airmax. Don't get me wrong, I love my Dreamline and everything, but at this moment I'm just looking for sorry. No, I don't have any virus either. But as I was saying, this is just going to be a bench gun, and right now I'm just into the bench gun. I'll be jumping on that FX once the weather gets a little better. But I've been just putting all my time into this, and I've been enjoying building this thing. So if you haven't watched all the other videos, Huma Reg inside, this is a 22, but I'm using a 25 for the bigger plenum. Makes a big difference. That's how most of my other guns are set up. So I like having the larger plenum. And trigger work, you name it. Transfer port's been done. Just everything on this gun. I even redid the crown. This is a refurbished gun. but the crown was not to my liking, so I actually gained quite a bit of accuracy after I redid the crown on this. It was about 3 something I bought refurbished, and this was before really anything in English could be found on YouTube. But I saw the gun and I watched all the videos, and I was watching the accuracy, and I just had to have this. It's a perfect bullpup style, and for this platform, this is going to work out great for me, and this is what I wanted. So everybody's going to have their own taste, and yeah, I could say, and even someone asked me, why don't you just get the impact? Well, that's nice, and yes, but that wasn't in the budget, and I will get one eventually, but I just wanted to have fun with this build, and for what it is, it's actually pretty damn good. So it's not an FX, and I won't compare it to it. But for my use, this thing is awesome. All right, I'm gonna throw you guys back up here. All right, so that's going to be it for the Airmax. But I'm just loving this bottle. I will double check. I do have enough clearance. I know someone was going to ask, so I'll just cover that now. I do have clearance. I should have showed you. In between the tank. Make sure I'm not lying to you. So I shouldn't have any issues. If I do, I'll come up with something, the barrel band in the front or a little something tighter. But I'm happy with this. This was a perfect fit. Oh, I'll give you the dimensions. The overall length is 12 inches on this, from here, obviously, all the way to there. And, sorry, 2.4 for the OD. So it was very close to the original, so I was pretty sure it was going to fit, and I'm glad I did take the chance. Even down in the wood, there's just a slight here, and I might just have a little rub, but I'm not too concerned with that. It's just against the barrel that my main concern was, so that worked out amazing. Okay, I'm gonna call that a night, and I'll see if I can jump on the FX tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do with the Dreamline. All I'm going to do is remove this, and I'll do a video. I believe there's a couple out already. I'm just showing what I'm doing. So there's some other great guys out there putting out really educational stuff, and I even watch the videos. I just do this for my own fun. So I'll be putting this in. I'm not going to touch the hammer, nothing. I'm just going to change this, and I'm going to continue shooting my 23 grain slugs, and I'll give you guys an update on if there was any increase, decrease, and all that jazz. So just this alone, I want to see the effects. Before I get too far, there's already been talk, and I've already seen it done, that you may or may not, I think to get full benefit, you're going to have to, you can choose to notch your pellet probe. And I'm going to find out all that information, and of course, if I can't get full use of this, then I'm going to be notching that. And I'll see if I can order a replacement too. Just in case I ever want to go back to that, I'll have a replacement. So I don't know if I can get one, but that's what I'm going to also find out. And that's just good information to know. And hey, what if I screw this one up? I want to know that I can get a new one. I doubt I will, though. So, all right, I'm going to leave you guys there, and have a good Friday. Please be safe. Try not hanging out in crowd. I'm not even going to get into that, but guys, just be safe. Use your head, and good shooting to all of you, and I'll see you on the next video.